I know I wrote a book, right? It's called Buy a Game, and it's free. Click the link down there. You got it.
DreAllDay.com.
What's up, everybody? Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. I'm making this video right here as a follow-up to the video about what position should you play, because I see that video has gotten a lot of reaction. A lot of players have come in the comments, and I think they're kind of misunderstanding what the video is really about. Because I'm getting a lot of players who come in and they're giving their scouting report, like what skills they have. Like, I'm 5'7", a good passer, I'm a great defender, one of the best shooters out there, I can jump high. I'm seeing all these scouting reports, players giving themselves in the comments, like, yeah, I can do this, I can do that, and I can do that, I can do this. And then they ask, what position should they play? All right, let me give you the short answer to this question, so for the people who just want to watch this real quick, is that you don't have a position until you prove you can actually do the things you're talking about. All right, that's the short answer. Now let me give you a little bit longer answer. You say you want to play a certain position, even though the whole video was me saying that it doesn't really matter, the positions don't really matter. But from what I understand, listening to most of your comments, is that your coaches at the middle school or high school level, maybe even the college level, are asking you what position do you play, and then you tell them what position you play, and then you got to try out as that position, and they're looking for certain skills at that position. Am I getting that right? I think I'm getting that right. I've read a lot of comments, responded to a ton of comments. I think that's what I'm seeing. So I'm just going to assume that's what it is. So let me say that one more time. Your coach tells the players who want to try out, he says, tell me what position you play. And then when you try out, you have to try out as whatever position you said. So even if you're really a point guard, if you walk in there and say I'm a power forward, you got to try out as a power forward, and then you got to show your game as a power forward, and the coach decides on you yes or no based on he's weighing you against what he expects from a power forward. So that's pretty much what I've heard. So that's what I'm going off. That's the assumption I'm making for this video, just so we're clear. And I got thousands of other videos if this one is not the right one for you. Your position, ladies and gentlemen, as far as the comments that people are leaving on YouTube, you don't have a position till you prove it. All right, so when you give this scouting report and say I can do this, 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 and this, until you have proof, until you can get on video you showing each one of these skills, nobody believes you. I damn sure don't believe you. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something I've been telling people on YouTube for 10 years. I don't believe any scouting report that somebody has to write down in the comments. If you're writing down your scouting report in the comments telling me what skills you got, I know you lying. I know you don't have any of those skills. Now, if I'm wrong, you know what I'm gonna tell you to do? Post a link to your video, not somebody else's video, your video in the comments to this video. If you really got the game you say you do, give me your scouting report and a link to your video. If you don't have no link, don't post it. I don't want to hear no self-made scouting reports with no proof. If you can't prove it, it didn't happen. Y'all saw the movie Training Day, Denzel Washington. You know what he says? It's not what you know, is what you can prove. So I can have all the game in the world, but if I can't prove I got that game, then it don't matter. I could go call every coach in the world and tell them, yo, I'm as good as James Harden, but unless I can prove I'm as good as James Harden with some video, and proof, ladies and gentlemen, means video, not what somebody else said, not what your friends in the neighborhood said, or some stupid shit people be like, oh, everybody in school said I should have made the team. Who gives a fuck what everybody in school said? Can any of them get you on the team? Obviously not, because you would have made it if that was the case. All right, so nobody gives a damn what everybody in school said. I don't give a damn what nobody in your family said. I don't give a damn what the other people on the team said, because none of them determine whether or not you make the team, right? Only one person determines that, that's the coach. So I want to know what the coach said. All right, the coach said nothing because he didn't even notice your ass because you didn't show no game at tryouts. That's the only opinion that matters. Not mine, not even yours. Your opinion don't even matter. The only opinion that matters is the guy making the decision on who's on that list and who's not. All right, so everybody else's opinion does not matter. Who cares what they said? Because if what they said mattered, you'd be on the team already. Now that we got that out the way, you must prove your position in the game, on the court, or in the tryout, or whatever the situation happens to be. Everybody clear on that? And until you prove it, you don't have a position. Your position, actually you do have a position. Let me backtrack. Until you prove what position you say you can play, or until you prove the game you say you can have, your position is the bleachers. All right, your first position. Everybody who watching this, your position is the bleachers until you prove you belong on the team, let alone on the court. On the team, your position is the bleachers. Y'all know what the bleachers are, right? That's the stands. That's where everybody sits during the game to watch. All right, you're an observer. You got a ticket. You're a season ticket holder until you prove you're worthy of being on the team. Once you prove you're worthy of being on the team, then your position is the bench, the water boy, the towel boy, the one who brings out, you know how they call a timeout and you run out with the chair and put it down so the guys who was in the game can sit down. That's you. Until you prove you're worthy of being on the court. Now, once you prove you're worthy of being on the court, Then you can worry about positions: point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. If that's the situation where you are, because again, from what I see in the comments, that seems to be the situation for many players. At least the way that the players understand and the way I'm understanding it through the comments. So everybody got that clear. Let me give you the positions again. Your first position, everybody watching this, if your grandma's watching this, your position is the bleachers, the audience, sitting in the stands watching. That's your position until you prove that you belong on the team. That's your second position, that you're going to be on the bench. When you're on the team, your next position of choice, not of choice, but your designated position until you prove otherwise, is the bench. Now, once you prove you're worthy of getting off the bench and getting in the game, then you can worry about this position, that position, the third position. Maybe I'll make another video about that. Actually, I already did. What skills you need to play point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. Look those videos up. It's here on YouTube. Work on your fucking game. It's hot as hell out here. I'm done. DreAllDay.com.